I have to admit I have a problem. Over the years, I've turned into a hoarder. And the problem right now is we bought another house and we're going to move. And I'm going to lose all this space. It's about, I would say, 7 by 7 meters or so nearly 50 square meters. And it's full of crap, really. See these shelves behind me? I've got 22 of them in here, and they're all packed. Some of this will go into the warehouse, of course, and thankfully I've got some people who have sense and they will sort this out, but the rest needs to be dumped. I've got so much stuff in here. It's unbelievable. We're in this place now for the past 10 years. And at first, this was all very nice and empty, and I had a massive table space here and just some radios on top, but nothing else really, a washing machine in the back. But then you start buying and buying and buying, and for future projects, or just because it's cheap, or you want to have a punt. For example, see this instrument up here? I don't even know what it's good for, or when I bought it, or how much it was. Next to it is a power supply, also never used. On top of this is a very expensive KEF center speaker, which I purchased years and years ago, and connected it once, and well, it ended up on top of the shelf. It hasn't moved for 5 years. I used to make a radio contact a day minimum. That was my goal. Either come here in the morning, have a quick contact before I'm off to work, or in the evenings. But that hasn't happened for some time either. I also wanted to make more videos for this channel. I even bought this rather nice Panasonic camera with a brilliant microphone. And look, cobwebs on top. I'm still going to do it once I moved, but I have to cramp all this now into 25 square meters maybe. So 5 by 5 meters. It's still a big space for many people, and you might think a lot of space is a blessing, but if you have this kind of hobby, it's a curse. It's not a blessing. You fill it up. You know for yourself, if you're a keen radio amateur and you go to these boot sales and junk sales or swap meets, whatever you call them, wherever you are in the world, you end up with a box of goodies, and you store it away, or you put it in the loft or in the garage or wherever you put it. It's there, and you probably never ever touch it again. And I'm the same. Some of the stuff is bought purely for business, and I don't really know why it ends up in here. I do some of my work in here in the evenings or at weekends, but most of the job should be done in the warehouse, and is being done in the warehouse by my guys who, thankfully, greetings by the way, hope you're hard at work, who take care of things down there. But now I have to move, and it's scary really. I have to come to terms with the fact that a lot of stuff has to be thrown away. Now I could put it all into boxes and take it to a junk sale, but I haven't got the time, the will, or the energy. So I'm afraid there will be some bargains to be had on eBay. I put them on soon, bulk bags of some sort. But the majority will go to the tip, to the recycling center. Metal bits, chassis, old components that nobody uses anymore. Some monitors possibly. I've got 18 monitors in this room, and I'm only using this one and the one on top, and that's about it. Oh yeah, and the CCTV monitor as well, but the other ones are just surplus to requirements. I even have 2 massive flat screen televisions in here. I should call them televisions, not flat screen anymore. I don't think the old style is still available. Yeah, stuff everywhere, and I need to get rid of it. I don't know where to start. Well, I do know where to start. I started last week already. I took, I would say, easily 20 to 25 boxes to our local recycling center. Mostly metal, mostly old components, plastic bits and pieces, scratched front panels from vintage radios, packaging material, which has become obsolete, really. Yeah. And there's much more to go. I mean, just look at the video clips in this video, and you see how much crap there is. If a box says FT990, for example, on top, it doesn't mean there's FT990 parts in there, because these are all in the warehouse. These boxes contain various bits and pieces, and I lost track what's actually in these boxes. So I have to go through them one by one, and we're talking about, what, 200 or 300 of them? Oh, God. Help. Maybe I should just abandon this place as it is and just start from scratch. But the hoarder in me says, no, you can't do this. You have to take as much as humanly possible with you. What's the point to all this? None really. It's more like my own personal diary. But if you want to take something away from this, if you're a radio amateur or have any kind of hobby and you tend to accumulate stuff, think about your loved ones. Get rid of it as long as you're alive. If you're a guy, your life expectancy is shorter than that of your wife. So at one point, your wife has to deal with all this crap, really. I highly recommend to label up the expensive items in your shack, expensive radios, amplifiers, and microphones, whatever. Put a little label at the back and let your wife know what the value is so she can sell it off. And whatever hasn't got a label, let her throw it away, or even better, throw it away while you're still alive and while you can. So don't end up like me, hoarding and hoarding and hoarding. Think about your loved ones and get rid of some stuff that you don't really require. And then from that point on, don't buy any more, because there's no point to this. Oh, well. Unless, of course, you really hate your wife, and then you might as well buy even more stuff. Just thinking, really. Well, I don't, so I have to get rid of the stuff now and to get ready for the move. And hopefully next time I make a video, I make it from the new shack. Well, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. If you got bored halfway through, I do apologize. Next time we make another nice little radio review, and I'll let you know my thoughts on vintage gear. Until then, stop hoarding. Go to the tip, get going, sell it off at boot sales, and only keep the good stuff. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your subscriptions. And while you're here and you haven't subscribed and you're new to the channel, click the box down below with a little bell icon so you get a notification whenever I upload a video. And I'll see you at the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. I better get cracking. Fuck me.